Traveler here, and happy Halloween. As you can tell by my Nightmare Before Christmas shirt, this video is going to be Halloween themed. And I'm actually going to be going through and looking back at some of my old costumes through the years. And just kind of reminiscing about everything. Because that's what the past few years have been like, I think, for a lot of people. So, what better one to start off with than Jack Skellington? Yes, I was Jack Skellington for a few years, actually, because I got a Jack Skellington onesie, and I wore it a lot. So there was about, actually 3 Halloweens, up until last Halloween, that I wore it. And it doesn't fit anymore, which is sad, but that's why I'm wearing this shirt as a backup. Basically, it's just a onesie. I wore it when I lived in Missouri. I wore it here, I think twice. I don't remember, but it was really comfortable. It was kind of hot because it was a onesie. And, you know, they're like fleece lined and stuff like that to be comfortable. But luckily, it wasn't one with like a foot, like, it was open, like it was like joggers basically. So that was nice. Like, it was kind of a pain in the butt to find shoes that matched because I didn't have any black and white shoes other than like slip-on tennis shoes. So it kind of looked weird. And then one year, I tried to do makeup with it. And it just kind of gave me, like, it was like a big old smoky eye. So it was like, it worked. Though I did wear, like, dark blue lipstick to school with it. My freshman year of high school. And I don't know how I didn't stay in the hood. Because it had a hood you could pull over, and it was like mesh eyeballs, so you could see and like scare people. But I don't know how I didn't stain everything, because it was one of those that just like you could tell that if you even looked at something, it would stain dark blue. So I mean, I'm kind of mad that it doesn't fit anymore, but it's too short. Like, it's like it goes up to my calves, and that's not comfortable. So, ironically, last year, my best friend and I wore the same outfit. Like, I went to her house that Halloween, and she had the same onesie. She had the same onesie, so, like, we just sat outside waiting for trick-or-treaters. There was nobody, obviously. There was, like, 3 kids that came around, and then this drunk dude was like, "Can I use your backyard to hop it over into the park?" Because my best friend lives, like, this to a park around here. So, we were like, no, why, I don't, like, it was obvious he was drunk, which was kind of unfortunate, or high, either way. But he had his, like, a little girl with him, and she was adorable, and also, okay. But yeah, so it was really weird. That was, like, the weirdest thing that happened that night last year, which we were kind of bummed about, because we had hoped some, like, other creepy stuff would have happened, because it was 2020. Nothing happened. But yeah, so that's the Jack Skellington costume. I really liked that costume, even though it's not really a costume. So yeah, on to the next costume. Okay, so this next costume, well, the next 2 costumes are going to be from my Monster High phase back when I was, like, these were from elementary school or early middle school, but I didn't get out of my Monster High phase until, like, 7th or 8th grade. And I'm still, like, I still like it. Like, I go back and, like, watch some of the episodes And I just recently got the Skellington dolls that are Beetlejuice and Lydia. I got those for my birthday. And so I'm obviously still into Monster High and stuff. Like, who wouldn't be if they were already in that phase? But this first one, I was Ghoulia Yelps. And this was I think my first Monster High costume. So this was back when I was in middle school. I really liked this one because I had glasses. I have glasses. So this one was like really, like, it helped me because I had just gotten glasses like a few years before, so I was still like, there's nothing I can do. So it was weird because the costume obviously came with Ghoulia's signature cat eye glasses. And so it was weird having to wear glasses over my glasses. And that's kind of when I found out that I don't like wearing things over my glasses. Like, I don't wear sunglasses because I just absolutely can't. It's just weird. So that was interesting, to say the least. It was a really complicated costume. Like, when we had to, like, get it together, it was really, there's a lot of pieces. And we had this Halloween costume parade when I was at, like, in elementary school. Like, we had that during the day. And so bringing that costume to school and then trying to get dressed into it when it had all of these pieces and stuff, it was very complicated because I think it even had like a crossbody suspender type thing going on. So I had to get someone's help. I think it was one of my friends. I don't remember, but it was really complicated because we got dressed in like this closet in the portable that my classroom was located in. Yeah. But it was cute. I really liked it. And I think eventually, if I ever got into cosplay, that would probably be one of the cosplays I do. Just because it's such a impactful costume. It was one of my first, like, super complex, super down to the detail costumes. So, yeah. The next one is Abby Abominable from Monster High. Now, I couldn't find any pictures of me wearing it because I stalked my mom's Facebook page and I couldn't find anything at all. So I went online and searched images of the costume packaging. This costume wasn't Abby's normal outfit. It was like a party costume of hers. And it was really cute, and I really liked it. The only issue with Abby is she wears furs and layers. And I've lived in Florida a really long time. I only lived in Missouri for like 2 years. So when I wore this costume, it was still Florida. And Florida in October is still 80, 70 degrees. It's like 70 right now. And I'm sure you're like, why aren't you outside? Mom has a football game on. But yeah, so I really liked this costume. I definitely did not like wearing a wig. Like, wigs are not my thing. Especially when I was a kid. Like, it just felt weird. So wearing her wig specifically. Like, Ghoulia's wig wasn't that big of a deal for some reason, but Abby's was. I definitely had issues with it. And it wasn't just that it was a wig. It was the way it was styled and the way that it reacted to Florida's humidity and stuff. It didn't work. So I think I only wore the wig like twice. I don't even know where the costume is now. But I liked it. It was cute. But even my mom was like, yeah, you're not being her again ever. And I was like, I know I'm not. So, but yeah. The Monster High costumes are cute. I have to say, they were cute. Granted, I got mine at Party City. So, they weren't the worst quality. They definitely weren't the best, like, cosplay quality. But yeah, they were decent. Definitely smelled of formaldehyde. But yeah, I definitely think those costumes were good. So this next costume, I don't have pictures of again, but there was one Halloween where I was Bellatrix Lestrange. And so obviously with my hair was super straight. Like it was with like a few waves here and there. So my mom had to tease my hair, put it up for me and everything, because this was back again in like middle school. Yeah, it was middle school. And so I had to borrow clothes from my mom. She had to do my hair. Though it turned out pretty good. The funniest part of it was two things. I wore my twinkle toes. As Bellatrix Lestrange, I wore twinkle toes. And the second being is that I screamed at probably like 10 p.m. in my neighborhood that I killed Sirius Black. Like loud. It echoed when I did it. And I went to a house and she was like, "Oh, that's who I heard screaming that." And I was like, "Yeah, I killed Sirius Black." Like a 12-year-old, like openly admitting, like full on in character basically on Halloween that I killed Sirius Black. But I really liked that costume. Because, like, my mom had, like, the perfect gauzy skirt and stuff like that. So it worked. It was a good costume. So I definitely think that's another one I would like to do. Especially if I ever got Bellatrix wand. Because it's, like... So, yeah, I liked that one. I'm kind of bummed I don't know where any pictures are. But, that's all I have to say about that, really. I might do more Harry Potter videos in the future, though. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, and I don't ever do them, so. Okay, so this next one, we're going back in time a bit. Back to when I was in elementary school. And this was back when I was Rapunzel. Now, Rapunzel is, like, over a decade old now. It's, like, a decade old. Which makes me feel really old. But I had this, like, green hoop dress that my mom was like, "If you're not going to wear it, I'm getting rid of it." Because it was a pain to pack, to everything. So I was like, "Okay, you can't get rid of it. I'll wear it for Halloween." So I was Rapunzel for Halloween. And it was interesting. It wasn't that bad, except for the wig. I couldn't wear wigs. It was one of those, like, sensory things, I guess. Especially this one, because it was, like, down. So, it was a difficult costume, I won't lie. Because we also tried to get one of my stuffed animals on my shoulder, and so it would stay, and we only got it to stay on there for pictures. The rest of the time it was, like, in my hand, in my mom's bag, or in my little trick-or-treat pail. So, it wasn't a complete flop, because I still like it a lot. But it definitely wasn't a full success. So, and then I wore leggings underneath it, and, like, tennis shoes. Like, I didn't go full on out for this one either. So it was really weird. But it was cute. I really liked the green. I definitely liked the green on it. So this costume is really one of the first major costumes I did. I was obsessed with Tinkerbell as a kid. And because of this, I was Silver Mist for a Halloween. And I'm sure you're like, "But you're kind of blonde. Why weren't you Tinkerbell?" I was quirky, and I liked Silver Mist the best. I still do. I love Silver Mist. Silver Mist. Silver Mist. I really liked her and her character. And so I was her. And in this costume was definitely one of the most difficult ones we did. Because, as you could see, my hair is blue. We used spray in glitter dye. It wasn't actually dye, but it was like hairspray, so my hair was really crunchy and slicked back. And it probably took us like 2 hours to do. Well, my parents to do. And we tried to do like a clip-on hair piece that was like black and blue, and it just didn't look right with my hair. So we went with the hairspray, and I loved that costume. Honestly, I loved it. But yeah, that's honestly all I have to say about that costume. Because it was simple, it was made pretty well for a costume, and then the hair. The hair is definitely the staple of this costume. So, but yeah, that's the Silver Mist costume. So this last one is again back when I was younger. And I've been into Sailor Moon since I was a kid. So this costume was actually kind of DIY'd from my flower girl dress from my uncle's wedding. So it's a white dress, it was really pretty. And then so my mom took some like Mardi Gras beads and took them apart and sewed them where it would be on the dress that Princess Serenity wears, aka Sailor Moon, but and then we tried to do her little buns in my hair, but my hair was short at that point, I think. So trying to do anything with short hair was it didn't work. But it did look really cute for me. Like, I haven't tried to do space buns since then, and I think I might eventually. I don't know why I keep looking at myself. I'm just... but yeah, that costume was really fun, and some people actually recognized who I was, and I think that was one of my first, like, oh, there's things that people like that I like that aren't kids, because it was adults. And they were like, oh my gosh, you're Princess Serenity, and I was just like, yes. And it was very wholesome. It was definitely one of those, like, not necessarily core memories, but it's one of those that are, like, in the back of your mind, and I really liked that moment, and I think my mom did too, because around here, back then, it was really hard to find people who liked certain animes, and ironically, Sailor Moon was one of those that were, like, under the radar, which, I don't know, now it's everywhere. But, it was a really fun costume. It was a fun night, too. I think I even had a wand with that costume. I don't remember. But that's another cosplay I would like to do. Is like Sailor Moon or Serenity again. Because that's such an impactful, like, thing. Like, I have most of the manga series here. I cried when I got the first one for Christmas when I was a kid. Like, if people cry about getting, like, a smartphone and stuff like that, I cried getting the first volume of the Sailor Moon manga. That's how impactful it is for me. So, my grandma even had one of her friends paint a portrait of me as Sailor Moon for one of my birthdays. Christmas. A holiday where you get presents. So it's definitely one of my core being type things. So yeah, maybe look out for more Sailor Moon type videos if you want. Comment down below what you'd like to see from me, because I have ideas and I don't do them. So with that, I'd like to wish you all a happy and safe Halloween or whatever you want to celebrate on the 31st of October, or just this spooky time period. Just be safe. Don't go alone if you're going trick-or-treating or anywhere. If you go to a party, be safe as well. Never go alone. And, look both ways before you cross the road, and all that safety spiel stuff. If you're going through haunted houses, again, don't go alone, because something bad could happen. So yeah, have a happy Halloween, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.